All right, I want to I want to touch on something that I saw today, um, because everybody's talking about it, and let's talk about it. So the new All Star Game jerseys have been revealed, and people are generally apparently not happy. Um, All Star Game jerseys are strange. Uh, it's a one off. It's one game. Well, it's a mini tournament followed by a finals now. It's an exhibition. And All Star Game jerseys are forgotten pretty quick. Now, I don't have any All Star Game jerseys from last year because they all sucked. They were all pretty terrible. The colors were gaudy. The everything about them was gaudy. Now this year they're going with white and black, and some gray on the sleeves, which of course has people saying, "Oh, great! It's gonna be like watching a black and white game on TV." All right, but you know, they did put all the teams' logos on the front of these jerseys. They then made sure that they didn't have enough of them to sell. I'm not sure what it is, and this is my one beef and complaint about the Adidas and NHL coalition. They don't make sure there's enough to go around. So they seem to sell out of new stuff quick, meaning they don't make enough. Now I understand you don't want to be carrying inventory, but you don't want people on day one when you just revealed them going, I can't buy any, and they go, I don't know. I don't know what happened. We didn't expect people to actually want them. Now, the point that they're making is that they're made of recycled plastic from the ocean. So for people who um, are, for those of us who are aware, there's way too much plastic in the ocean. There's way too much waste in the ocean. If we can reuse that and make something of it, then fine. But the phrase that's being used for these jerseys from Hockey News is they're made of garbage and they're garbage. Okay, now one of my All-Star jerseys is already put into storage. We're planning on moving, so that All-Star jersey I don't have. It's the purple one. It is the same design as the one I'm about to show you. It's just purple. Now, I've always thought that All-Star jerseys are really, really loving of the NHL. And the NHL logo, but I don't see a whole heck of a lot of creativity here. Now, of course, this is the one from LA, 2017. Like I said, I have the purple one of this as well. And the purple's a nice color. But this one, and I mean, the only way that I got these was for Retro to Heritage, which is a seller on eBay, and they still have these. They've still got them for like 55, 60 bucks Canadian. Yep. They're still there. They've been there over a year because I got this one about a year ago. People just don't. And the next one I'm going to show you is a nice jersey. It's not too bad. But again, and this is from the All-Star Game in Minnesota in 2004. So this is going back. This is Reebok. 2004, Western Conference. But the question that I have to ask people is, how many times are you going to wear it? Right? And then for people who want to talk about, oh, Adidas. Oh, Adidas. Oh, two-tone. Really? Really two-tone? Yeah, two-tone. I wonder where they got the idea for that. Now, this is the only St. Patrick's Day jersey I have. I wore this when we went to the Letterkenny show because it was as close as I could get to Letterkenny Irish. Huh? Anyways, yeah. The only reason I got it in Minnesota is because the Minnesota logo matched the green. But it's just green and white. Right? And how often do I wear this? Well, how many times a year is it St. Patrick's Day? My point is a simple one. All-Star jerseys, and I could look it up on eBay and just show you guys on my phone every ugly jersey the All-Star Game has had. At least they're trying something new. If you don't like this year's, fine. If they don't sell, then they know people don't like them. The fact that they already sold out means there's enough people that liked them that whoops, and combined with the fact they didn't make enough of them. Now, the idea of having players wearing their team crests rather than an all-star jersey, I like. Now, I remember when I was a kid, And I'm wondering what it was I was watching, if it was a skills competition or what it was, because it was like 9 years of age, 8 or 9. And I remember watching some kind of a meeting of all these players, and all of them were wearing their actual team jerseys, and it looked awesome. Now, it was suggested by someone on Twitter. I don't know why they don't just do what Major League Baseball does and just have them wear their own jerseys at the All-Star game. I really couldn't agree more. I think it looks really neat that way. But the NHL must be making money. Adidas must be making money. Fanatics must be making money if these jerseys sell out, and they keep making them. If they were a giant money hole, we would just see a patch on a jersey and they just wear their regular jerseys from their team out on the ice. Now, having showed you guys some of the ugliness that the NHL has used before, I really don't see how the new All-Star Game jerseys are any worse. I can see some criticism, sure. I think the heathered sleeves are nice. I do. They've got it the same as on the Carolina Thirds. But I think a lot of the criticism towards Adidas, I think, is really, really strange, because there was plenty of criticism with Reeboks. There were plenty of criticisms towards Coho. The only company that, to my memory, has escaped any kind of criticism is CCM. And CCM, from everything I've seen, doesn't have the kind of money that Adidas clearly does. And therefore, they can't bring in a contract for the NHL like Adidas can. And it's strange, because people get all worked up and like, oh, that's just crap. It's not, though. It's an All-Star jersey. It's a one-off. They're going to wear that jersey on that Sunday afternoon, and they're never going to wear it again. And come March, most of us will never see it again. So the question then becomes, well, geez, Shannon, you got your huge collection. You're going to get one, right? Probably yes. I would very much enjoy having a Dallas Stars jersey that's black and white. I think that would look really sharp. I would also enjoy having a Canucks jersey that's black and white. I think that would look really sharp. And I think, really honestly, the idea of using reclaimed plastics, I think that's an admirable one, and I hope they continue to do that with other jerseys as well, and that it's not just a publicity stunt type thing for an All-Star game. And I mean, if they want to do that as a publicity stunt for an All-Star game, fine. But I think, using reclaimed plastics, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, obviously. And I really think, comparatively speaking, with just last year's were so loud. There were points where I had to stop watching the game because the colors of the jerseys were so bloody loud. So this year they muted them. Yeah, they muted them too much. For those of us old enough to remember when you'd have to physically dial with your television and contrast. Oh, that's bad. And then you turn down, you look at your TV. Oh, that's black and white. We got to turn the contrast up a bit. They just turned the contrast down. But you know what? It's a start. And they couldn't just put the regular logo on the front, because then the logo is going to clash with the rest of the jersey. So it's a start. I would imagine that next year we'll see all the logos on the fronts of the jerseys again. But I do think that there's a lot of hoopla right now over something that's not a big deal. And the other thing I want to say too is that in the Hockey News article, they mentioned this Jets jersey and they say this was a miss. I'm sorry, but this Jet here kind of makes it a bit of a win. And the color is nice. And again, when somebody makes a first attempt at something, you don't go, done, they suck. That's it, they suck. That's just awful. You encourage them. You look at a Jets jersey and you go, the color's really, really nice. If you did that color and you put the regular logo on the front, how would that look? And then maybe the company says, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's easy. We can do that. But no, it's easier. It's more attention grabbing if you just say something's garbage, and you want to get people's attention. The funny thing was, I posted about this on Twitter, and people said, yeah, Shannon, you got to get your views. Yeah, jersey videos, you got to get your views. The funny thing is, jersey videos don't typically get very many views. So I talk about this knowing that the view count on it might be high because people are talking about it right now. But as in terms of people paying attention to this after the All-Star game, no. Up until the All-Star game, probably not. But I will say this. I will not pay full price for any jersey, but when it's an all-star jersey, I'm even more picky than that. So while I very rarely, if ever, have paid full price for a jersey, in this case, because it's an all-star jersey, because it's a one-off, yeah, I'll be pickier than that. Like I said, I want Dallas, I want Vancouver. That's probably it. And I would imagine I'd want them both in black, because I think Canucks jerseys in black look pretty sharp. But anyways, there you go. I understand people have very, very spirited opinions, but I will warn you, by February, none of it matters. It really doesn't. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And hey, Adidas, you're doing some good work. You've done well on the crests for the new jerseys. You're working on fixing some of the necklines for next year from all the rumors that I've been hearing. And hey, you know, when a new design comes out, there's always kinks. Always. When Reebok first took over and all the jerseys had the piping and everyone, what the hell's this? It was all gone not that long after. So for people who don't like the new necklines, odds are they all get changed not that long from now. Because remember, everything had strings for a while too, and then the strings went away. And the strings came back because we liked strings. They want us to buy the materials. They want us to buy the jerseys. Fans will get what they want. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.